Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 18 of my journey through group self-found Necropolis League. Last time I leveled a Firestorm of Pelting Spellslinger triggerbot Saboteur that today I get to take into maps, get it geared up, and see what this build can do. So first I'm going to explain the basics of what's going on here. I have Firestorm of Pelting. When cast once, it drops this firestorm over a 2-second duration, dropping one of these firebolts every 0.15 seconds. Now with Spellslinger, that firestorm triggers when I use a wand attack. So I'm using Frenzy to be my wand attack. And then Spellslinger triggers the firestorm. But I am a Saboteur, and I grabbed Perfect Crime, which gives me level 20 summon triggerbots, and this means that my triggered spells trigger twice, once from each triggerbot. So now, when I cast Frenzy, I will cast 2 of the firestorms on that location at once. So I can just stack a bunch of these at a time. Firestorm of Pelting can have a maximum of 12 firestorms at a time at 20% quality, and I'm going to be able to raise that using Diala's Malefaction. So that is the chest that I'm going to put into this, and I need to gear this all up. So let me just clean out all of this gear, remove all the gems, everything goes here. So I can now put on my new wand that I grave crafted, giving a bunch of flat fire damage to spells and to attacks, and +1 all fire spell skill gems. Another cool thing about Spellslinger is it says supported skills have added spell damage equal to 170% at level 16, 20% quality of damage of equipped wand. So you can see on my Firestorm of Pelting, there is some physical damage, because there is some physical damage on my wand. But it is getting a ton of flat fire to attacks. That is getting multiplied by 170% from the Spellslinger, and then that is being, well, I guess now it's 200 because I have it in this green socket that gives it extra quality from the Dialas. So 200%. So it's doubling that flat fire to attacks, adding that to the Firestorm, which has 120% effectiveness of added damage. So that scales better for Spellslinger than flat fire spells does, or the fire spell skill gems, or anything. The flat fire to attacks is actually the most important mod on this wand. The wand's not perfect though, as it is missing attack speed. I'm just going to have to settle for what I can do with it as is. Now, I can put my Empower in, and increasing the levels of Spellslinger is going to lower the reservation override. Right now it says 25% mana. Without the Empower, it says 26% mana. That is the baseline reservation of the Spellslinger. So just right now, it's reserving 26% of my mana. But any other support gems I put in it is going to multiply that reservation. But you can see when I just throw in the Empower, it goes up a little bit, but it drops the base down to 25%. And so increasing levels on Spellslinger is good. You increase the cooldown, recovery rate, and you can get more of the casts out. And I only have a level 1 Empower, but since I put it in a red socket in my Dialas, it's getting +2 gem levels, so it's already giving me +2 levels to supported gems for both the Firestorm and the Spellslinger. So it's already doing work at level 1. I cannot level with my Awakened gems just yet, as I need level 72 to be able to put these on. So I just need to put other gems in here. I'm going to put Control Destruction in. I'm going to grab myself a Fire Penetration and an Inspiration. Now, I originally was planning on using Elemental Focus. I have the Awakened Elemental Focus. I think I might not do that and instead use Inspiration, because that's going to reduce the mana cost of skills, and the mana cost of this Firestorm in the 6-link setup is currently 45. And I have to pay that mana cost twice, because when I cast it, it casts twice from both of the skitterbots. So just this one cast gives me 2 inspiration charges, but I spend a lot of mana. So it gets pretty costly. So we need as many ways to lower the cost of the skill as possible because it's going to keep leveling up, though we won't get more reservation cost multiplier from the gems themselves. So it has to still do some work, get the gems to level, and as it keeps leveling, I'm going to keep lowering the reservation override and making it easier to fit this in. So it's currently taking almost or over 50% of my mana to have the Spellslinger set up in here. Then I want to use Legacy of Fury Boots. This is going to cause nearby enemies to be scorched, and with the 30% increased effective scorch on the boots, which is a mineral here, that's a minus 13 LE res to nearby enemies. And I have a Watcher's Eye that has minus 6 currently total mana cost of skills while affected by Clarity. I'll need to get my Clarity worked back in here, and maybe I can divine this Watcher's Eye. I have 7 divines. Make this a minus 10. Minus 8. Make it a minus 10. Minus 6. Minus 9. Okay, I'll leave it there. Here's 3 divines on it. A little ridiculous. Only 4% life mana on it. But I will also replace the jewel I have in. Put that in there. And then if I put the clarity in, mana cost is currently 45. Turn it on. Now it's 36. And it's a little bit easier to manage already. Then I need to fill the rest of the gear slots. See like what I have here. This helmet has life, intelligence, spell suppression. Maybe let's look at rings. This ring has cold fire res, some life, open prefix. I'm just gonna slap that in for now. This one has life, chaos res, open prefix. Maybe slap that in. And let's look for an amulet that has fire gem on it. That one's lightning, chaos, fire with life, mana. No open prefix here, but some fire res, dexterity, and strength. That's good. So I think that's the one I go with for now. A lot to continue to fix on resistances. I got a shield, helmet, gloves, and belt still to work with. So let's make a belt then that has a ton of resistances. We scour this, use prismatic catalysts on it to give it increased resistances, throw it in the hoarder crafting bench. Actually, I think I need to alch it first. Throw it in here, re-roll it for lightning, and try and get big resistances with some life. That would be ideal. Should be like guaranteed lightning res every time I re-roll this. Hope to hit something big. Life, cold, lightning, life, regen. That is a lot of cold and lightning. That could be better. I'll keep trying here. Lightning, chaos res. No life. Try again. I don't have much harvest, so I might have to go farming for some of that as I level. Life, mana, fire, lightning. I can make this work. That leaves me a spot open for an additional resist craft. Now let's look in here. Shields. This one's got spell damage, spell block. No, if I'm going to have a shield, I want it to have damage, ideally. This one's life, mana, fire, cold res. That could tide me. This one has spell suppression, which I'm not capped on. Cold damage, spell damage, fire, cold, lightning. Spell damage, fire. Maybe this. Slap some life on it. 65. So that can work for now. So we're capped on fire, still way under on lightning. We'll go gloves. This is cold lightning res. That's what I need, technically. So maybe that'll work. This has fire, cold, lightning res. Lots of energy shield. Do have an open suffix on my amulet as well. Let's just use these gloves. Throw life on this. Also 65. And I need a helmet. Plus 2 minion gems. Life, mana, lightning res, life, regen. Interesting. Life, fire res. Life, mana, chaos res. Fizz taken is fire. That's decent. Spell suppression, life, cold, lightning res. That's interesting. That spell suppression is really good. Gets me up to 81. And then I would need lightning chaos on the belt. There's 15. So that's got me covered there. I could probably use more lightning res. I'll do that on the amulet. Or I could put strength there. For now, I'll just do Could do a minimum endurance charge as well. That's good. More lightning and chaos res. I just need to mainly get it leveled at first, so don't need to go crazy with it. This build's gonna hurt on strength, so bless this up. 29 to work. Where does that put me? 103. Not great. 114 just to equip the Awakened Fire Pit. Then the rings that I put on, they both need minus mana cost of skills, -7, and another -7. Good. Now, I don't think there's any way I can just turn a Grace on. No. Everything costs too much. Currently, Spellslinger's taking up 52%. If I turn off my Clarity, I can turn Grace on. Yes. Am I going to run out of mana doing that? Maybe. I would need Arrogance support, which will give Clarity increased aura effect, actually, which will make it better. So then if I commit to that, that's a little bit more than I wanted to spend there. But I'm casting this, and it's working. I don't have Frenzy charges yet, but it's doing the thing. And I'll continue to reduce the level cost as the inspiration levels up, and I am in the process of working my way over here to sovereignty. A bunch more mana reservation efficiency in the works, +1 all res if you have life and mana reserved. I can get a life reservation efficiency as skills to clean that up more. Arrogance will level up, and the cost multiplier goes down there as well. So there's things that I can do here. I found myself a jewel. Alright, y'all hooked me up with a jewel. It's got fire dispels, lightning dispels, fire spell damage while holding a shield with some ES regen. Pretty cool. No defensives there, just more damage. I'm gonna bless my wand. I want that 4% spell damage. Now let's see, I could put my Frostblink with the Arcane Surge. I want Wave of Conviction, Hex Touch, Flammability, Belly Weakness. I won't be able to use both curses for a while. Need more levels, but I'm just going to assume that's going to go here in the helmet, and then store the Elemental Weakness on the offhand. Put a faster casting in there for the time being. Freeze up a button. I don't have to cast the Flammability, though it's going to lose some effect, and that's fine for now. Then I have Call to Arms, Infernal Cry, which I originally had linked to Life Tap. I'm going to throw Unbound Ailments on my Frostblink, because that leaves Chilling Ground, chilling enemies. That's good. And I guess I could just leave the Infernal Cry on a Life Tap, and I'm going to quality it up. Give it a 40% cooldown recovery rate that it gets. And I would eventually need a spot for Herald of Ash. Oh, that also could link to... I could do that with it. We get hit, we die for even more damage. Probably not. I want to keep it leveling, though. I still have a couple gem sockets. I could add stuff to the Frenzy if needed. Give it extra accuracy or extra attack speed as needed. My cooldown time on my Firestorm of Pelting is 0.37 seconds currently. My attack time is 0.67. Let's see what it says when I get the Frenzy charges up. I can have 5 currently. 0.44 and a 0.37. That's not bad. That means I can constantly attack as quickly as possible, and it's going to rain down tons of firestorms. And we'll keep optimizing it as we go. And I might not be hitting the... Oh, there's a blueprint. I might not be hitting the max of 15 firestorms. That might be pretty difficult. Then I need to grab flasks so I can go do lab and get this thing leveling. I want a jade flask, quartz flask, granite flask. That's... maybe I don't need a granite flask. I might want to run with an eternal mana flask for a while. Give myself an eternal life flask. Enemies ignited by you during duration. Oh, I could divine this. I could divine the mana recovery on kill. The enemies ignited during effect take increased damage. And I have a 20% chance to ignite on the wand, so it's gonna get hit. The enemy is a lot of times, so hopefully that'll be fine. I don't have any life regen at all, so this life tap Infernal Cry is slowly draining my life. Need to get Corrupting Blood on this, though. Not instant recovery. Reduced charges used. That is a disgusting flask. Then an Enduring Mana Flask with immunity to shock. That's not a bad thing. 17% attack speed during flask effect. That might be excessive. That might be too much. Might push me over. Well, there's reduced charges used. Attack speed. T1s. both of them. No good reason not to use that. Reduce charges used, evasion rating. Good. I'm really tempted to use the Cinder Swallow. Just use the Quicksilver for now, though. Reduce charges used, reduced effective curses on you. Good flasks. Alright, that should get me going. And then hopefully I'll be able to drop this mana flask before too long. I now want to see what my frenzy charge attack speed is with the flask up. 0.39, 0.37 cooldown. Perfect. So the closer those numbers are together without the attack time going under the cooldown time, the more optimal my damage output will be. Now, what do I have for oils? I can make a black oil, or I could just throw Holy Dominion on here. Divine Judgment takes a black oil. Disciple of the Unyielding, endurance charges on kill would be really cool. Be a lot of safety as I level. Alright, y'all hit me with the opalescent oil as well. Amazing thing about playing groups self-found. Like the little stuff like this, just like I don't have to go hunting for this oil now. I like it's one little minor piece of my build, but it'll just save so much time and hassle. But it's not like, oh, I go buy it on trade. What's next? Implicits. Start with gloves. These are not amazing gloves, so just give me something. Ignite spread? Nah. Damage per frenzy charge, that's something. Spell suppression is also something. Let's get the reduce regen rate. Ooh, there's Ellie pin there. And there's spell damage. Damage penetrates fire res. Nah, I'm using the lessers. I need this for now. Then let's try to get fire to spells. Ellie weakness curse effect is not bad. Flammability curse effect. I'll do that instead. Now let's see here. Where is Unnerve? Unnerve is Exarch. This is what I want. So for gloves, drop the damage per frenzy charge. Unnerve would just be better. Come on. It's not wanting to give it to me. I'm going to leave it on damage per frenzy charge, or else I'm going to run out. What does Maim do? Okay, it's a chance to Maim on hit. Reduce movement speed. Putting Maim on the frenzy would be cool. It's not necessary, though. Quality on frenzy boosts the attack speed per frenzy charge as well. So that's another way I can scale the attack speed without having the attack speed on the wand. It's actually looking pretty good at the moment. I could work in a steel skin automation. Oh, yep, that sounds good. There's room for that. Move the grace to here. Got 3 spots, so I can life tap that as well if I wanted. Steel skin automation. And the reason I'm using a life tap is because the mana situation's a little dire at the moment. I only want this 3 linked. Then go 1 blue. That's what I want. Perfect. Alright, all kinds of stuff automated. Currently it's 2-button build. Or 3 if you count the Frostblink. Now go do lab. And this is how it functions. I can just like move and blast and rain the fire down. The trigger bots also don't auto target. They're gonna target the firestorms where I'm aiming when I use the frenzy. The frenzy doesn't have to hit. The frenzy only has to hit in order to give me the frenzy charges. So that's why accuracy could be a factor at some point, but not currently. Got lieutenants in here, but I would like to just delete Izaro as the best way. And hopefully not delete the lieutenant. Get myself a key so I can leave the lab with an extra couple chromes. I don't need to worry about these curse fonts this time because I actually have that flask that has reduced effective curses. So just ramp the damage. That's what I like. Nice. Easy trap room too. I need some kind of life regen. It's bad. Like I hate seeing my life just chunk away down there. Alright, get the Wave of Conviction, the Curse, stack it. Oh yeah. Nope, I didn't even get some chromes. Transfigure a gem. Eye of Winter of Finality. Raise Zombie of Slamming. Penance Brand of Conduction. A Penance Brand, I guess. Ascendancy. AoE blind effect, cannot be blinded. Nearby enemies are blinded. Blind on hit, and reduce damage taken from blinded enemies. That's a big defensive buff. T5 maps. I do not have many. T4 maps then. Couple primordial pools to get it off the ground. Players have less cooldown recovery rate. That's a no-go on this build, as is Ellie Reflect. Atlas Tree then. Not corpse farming. I want the Harvest and June one. And then I want to refund out of Heist. So here, it looks like I got big Harvest, big June, all side areas, lab trials, shrines. Here's more Heist. 27 points remain here. More shrines. More shrines there. Get the boss scarabs. Might as well get the big scarab nodes. Yeah, I guess scarabs, and more scarabs. Accompanied by map boss. There we go. Oh, divine shrine. That's a way to deal with that. I need to work my way into a little bit of fire damage leeches life on gloves. That might be the eater one. That would fix all of my life issues. I do get life on kill, so I can recover life when I'm clearing, but against a single target that requires me to hit it a couple times, that's where my life just starts to drain. I think I'm gonna back out of these points I have into this fire. I want to path down here instead and just start right into this reservation efficiency. There's really good region nodes out here too. Surge of Vigor, level 71, more mana reservation efficiency, that freed up like 50 mana. Firestorm gets to level 17, more damage. Spellslinger leveled up, it did not kick into another reservation. Level 72, there's Sovereignty, up to 317 mana there. Now the question is, what if I turn on Herald of Ash? 133. It's still pushing it pretty tight, but it's in there. Currently 12% more spell damage, fire spell damage. Ooh, this gets me my Awakened Controlled Destruction, Awakened Hex Touch, and that gives me a chance to affect hexproof enemies. What is this safe house? Probably going to be level 83. Yeah, well, here's a test. Okay, things are dying. I get the Legacy of Fury explosions to help clear this stuff. I'm going to gain a bunch of XP doing this. Okay, I mean, sure. I'll clear some trash in a 83 safe house and then go die to the members at the end. Level 73. This, grab, strength, level steel skin. Alright, let's see. Does he just one-shot me? Okay. He's taking damage. Ow. Alright, flask is gone. Just gotta stall. It'll come back. It had reduced charges use. There it is. Ow. Maybe I could. There's a chance. They are taking damage. There's my life flask. I really need Riker to go. He's the big problem. Oh, there's a Gravicius in here too. That blends in with what I'm doing. Whoa, whoa, oh, pretty close. I can probably pull it off. All right, there's Hillock. Yo. I'm ignited. Okay. Fair. Okay, there's Gravicius. Pop all of the gems. And then just Riker. Oh, I do have the blind and the grace going on now. And no. Okay. Having the life flask is good. Good. There we go. I almost popped it up to 74. Woo! I can now put in the awakened fire pin. So that's another 6 fire pin for me. I took my life taps off and that hasn't been an issue yet. Level 74. With this, there's a lot of good things I could grab here. I'm gonna take the 10% life, no, 15% life with no life mods on body armor. Gonna get Purity of Flesh next. Another 83 safe house. This one's got Torah in it too, but I want to complete it because that means I get Empower level 2. Level 76. That gets me almost a 4k life. Not quite. Alright, start with Jorgen. Please just delete him. I hear the Torah. That's where it all goes bad. Gotta dodge everything Torah does. Going good so far. Bad thing is the Scourge arrow. Come on. Oh, there's Torah. The other two are almost dead. Ooh. Stay in that firestorm. Oh, yep. I got just off screen, Tora. That's probably the way. Oh, there's the Scourge Arrow. There we go. Whew. Firestorm levels on the cusp. 200 million XP to a gym. Oh, that's like too much for that. I could throw it at control destruction of the fire pin. I'd push the fire pin level over, not the control destruction. I don't want to waste any of the XP. So do it here. The empower's already halfway. T8 maps. I got Jungle Valleys. Crimson Township's probably fine to run. Ashen Woods. Jump up there. And oh, here. Drop 2 Watchstones. So I can drop maps. Ooh, I got a favorite slot too. Canyon. Looks good. Reduced effective non-curse auras lowers my region of my mana by nerfing my clarity. Don't want to run that. Nor no life mana region. Fire damage leeches life on gloves is indeed Eater. I'm gonna go for that. Hinder is also really good. I think I could get that elsewhere. There's a lightning damage. I mean, do I have 18? Come on. Fire damage leeches life. Yes. That's gonna be big. Level 77. I want to take the 100% increased damage with hits against ignited enemies. Crits cannot inherently ignite. I already have that blocked off with Ellie Overload. Ooh, my morgue's almost full. Spellslinger level up. I did not gain mana back still. I wonder if it locks at 25. Let's see here. It goes to 24 at level 21, 23 at level 24. I should be able to get to level 24. Yeah, it's getting 4 levels from the level 3 in power. So I'll still be able to claw some of that mana back. The level 3 in power probably doesn't happen today unless I just like spam farm Tora and research without running the Catarina. But I should probably run the Catarina. Eventually I'm going to be able to stop doing these 83 safe houses. This is going to mean if I get a Catarina, I should switch characters and do it, because that is going to be 83 as well. Level 78. The last point went into strength. I think I start working towards Whispers of Doom. I do need more strength though. Like so much that I need a new ring or something. That little bit of Fire Leech just saved me through an Ignite from this. That's pretty remarkable to me. And I made it through them. Let's go. Only transportation left. Harbinger's Orb. His Reflect is almost getting me killed with Blight. Too many enemies that I'm hitting at once. That's the only way I can explain the big losses of HP I was taking in this. Going in this 83 Mastermind. If I can make it through the first part, I can at least farm the XP. Just need to not die. And the damage is not here yet, I would seem. Definitely not. It's getting there. I need to like stand still and spam. I really think I need a little bit more duration. I don't think I'm getting anywhere close to the 15 stacks. Eventually I will find a way to make that happen. I think I definitely spend too much time moving in a scenario like this to get quite all of them. But with all these frenzy charges, I at least have enough movement speed that I can actually manage this. There we go. I did it. I only died once. Now let's see what it's like to play a build that does damage. Like insta-phase. And that's why I wanted to switch builds. Final round. Catarina. And there we go. Just like that. Got a chest. Now, I guess if this safe house gives me 83, I think it's going to make another 83 Catarina. That'd be unfortunate. Level 80. Level 81, that is Whispers of Doom. So that means Ellie Weakness goes in for my faster casting. It's going to give me slower cast speed on that, but it's more damage. Rainbow Strides. Level 82. Spell Suppression's at 71. This 10 plus 12. It's not enough. Or I could just go Lucky Spell Suppression. Or I could come in for Influence. No. Life reservation efficiency of skills. That still doesn't get me within 10%. If I get within 10%, I can count on full life while at 90% or above and get the 10% spell suppression from Revenge of the Hunted back. Yay, Mortal Fragment as well. Beyond and Possessed Boss. Interesting. Can it only drop Mortal Fragments above a certain level? Vault Vessel contains Mortal Fragments. What it says. It's not what came out of it. Okay. So maybe it's a red map only thing. I kind of figured an alluring Valside area would be an alluring Valside area, but okie dokie. Level 83. Take the max res. Improved offering to the goddess. That's pretty cool. I could probably handle the Eternal Lab now. Go get some more damage. Gift to the goddess. Let's go. Empowers leveling up. That's a level on Spellslinger and on Firestorm. I think this pushes my reservation up. Yep, I gained like 20 mana there. See, Spellslinger's level 18, so 2 more levels there, 1 more on the Empower. Yeah, it'll kick up again. Level 84. I'm gonna take the Lucky Spell Suppression. Firestorm, level up. See, mana cost 18 to 20. Clarity also levels up, so that raises the threshold there that I need to reach. And a Spellslinger level up. More cooldown. The cooldown's down to 0.35. Level 85. Do I have more access to strength? I got this one. I have not gotten this strength node. Doing that could give me the spell AoE stuff. Probably better served by like starting to stack life at this point. Yep, 6% life. Let's do this lab. Two-hand mace, curses. Right on. Let's go. Curse him. And that should just about do it. Probably gotta wait for another curse thing to show up. Yep. I got a diamond shrine. That means guaranteed elemental overload. Elemental damage buffs. Or do I just kill him? I just kill him. Yeah. That's the play. Wait for the other one to come up. Get all my keys. Then I just have to not die here. Get the curse off. He's two-hand mace though, so it's not terrible. And there we go. 4 keys. Anything. Some things. Then I take area of effect, area damage, bomb specialist. 20% chance to do 50% more area damage. It's effectively 10% more damage overall, and 20% chance to take 50% less area damage from hits. The only other real option is Explosives Expert, and that's crit multi against burning enemies, crit chance against shocked. All I could get really is the Ellie Pit against chilled, which is something, but I think Bomb Specialist just works better here. More Transfigure Gems, and I so badly would love to just like start adding XP to this Empower, but I won't. Blight of Contagion, Lightning Tendrils of Escalation, Ray Spectre of Transience. Huh. Oh, Blight of Contagion. 100 million? 100 million? That doubles, it's 200. It's okay. I can't get Transfigure Gems elsewhere. Gotta do it. Finance Brand of Conduction, Righteous Fire of Arcane Devotion, All Lightning of Orbiting. We'll take that. Okay. I have Ascended. I kind of like this get up. I'm gonna give him this Chaos helmet thing. This. Yep. We need some wings for this. Automaton Cloak? What is that? Where did I get this? I mean, that almost works. I like it better than the Malice Cloak. I really don't like these Magma wings. Here we go. These Arch Nemesis wings. They do something with their gloves. Sunrise gloves? Is that too... No, that doesn't fit. I think I have some, like, Infernal gloves. Those. Throw the Gloom Herald on the Herald of Ash. And portals. Let me think about this. If the cooldown's 0.35, I think I got it to 0.39. So 2 divided by 0.39. So maximum, I'm getting 5.2. Multiply that by 2. So maximum right now, I'm getting 10.2 Firestorms off. Like, max. A Mage Bane and possible escape. That would be just huge. Get reflexes, profane chemistry, and exceptional performance. It is 11 points to exceptional performance. I could connect 5 points here, get a strength in the process, cut all of this. So this is really good. This is another -2 res for non-damaging ailments from the Scorch on my boots. And all of this is damage. That is 12 points So that'd only be 7. I would still need 4 more. Let me think that. What do I need the most? Gear-wise, it's probably a shield that has damage. I got 28 spell damage on this. That's it. Let's see, perfect shield has fire damage, fire spell gems, life, suffixes, plus max res. And it does need fire res, so I'll put fire res on it. So we have a clear fire, life. If I'm going to increase life, it's going to give me life regen. Or you don't put increased life and then do reduced mana, physical, defenses. Or what if I went like max fire res? Graveyard that. Okay, the +2 max res is really bad. And with 10k increased fire, that's still so far off. I like that it did this without gems. Generate sample item. I mean, that's pretty nuts. Try again. Biz reflect. +3 max fire. Fire res, all res. Block max fire. Hit energy shield. Yeah, it does count for 10 reduced defenses. So the ES is unlikely there. Mana. It's got several reduced manas as well. I think that thing is, if look at this, just kind of banking on that life. What if I dropped 1 fire, add 1 increased life? The life went from 1 in 206 to 1 in 36. Man, if it hit 14 spell block there, ooh, throws in the hybrid life as a possibility. Element of Void would be good. Yep, and there it is, the life regen. So that's why it doesn't use the life, because it's trying to preserve the suffixes and give me the best chance at the max res. And it still left me with 2 graves open too. So if I went increased fire again and again, that makes the resists harder. If I hit resistance, that looked pretty solid. Hit a resistance and a life. I mean, I've gotten this multiple times. If I had that shield, that'd be pretty GG. It still likes what it gave me better. 1 in 27. It really doesn't like me adding that life. I think it really throws off the suffixes. In which case, I would maybe add another reduced defense, add another reduced mana. And that didn't change it at all. So, what is it? 1 in 105. There it is. Imagine +2 all max res on the shield. Let's see what I got. Fire. That is not enough. Throw 3 resistances in there. I have no reduced attributes. So if I want a chance at crafting the shield, it's back to corpse farming. I have all the defense scarcer. 1 crit scarcer. Considering I tried at this wand twice, I am really hurting on stuff to boost fire and reduce everything else, it would seem. I need lightning, cold, chaos scarcer, 1 attribute scarcer, and like 15 fire increased. I think that's the next goal. Get this shield locked in, because that's not going to be difficult, I don't think. It's not a big gamble. Like, no matter what it gives me is probably going to be something really cool. I guess the question now is, can I just jump to T16s and go corpse farming? Oh, that's increased explicit mods all over the place too. And I missed some. There's explicit mods right here. More monster packs consisting of difficult and rewarding monsters. Oh, I've got Alva added in this too at the moment. I need to ditch all these corpses from leveling. I don't think I worry about adding extra shrines or anything yet. Just pop it in, see what we got. I was able to do the safe houses that were 83. So I should be able to manage at this point because I got gym levels and stuff. Oh, and I want to remove Alva from this. Oh, this is a fire build too, so it's harder to stack Searing Exarch altars. Level 86. Okay, this is going pretty well, I'd say. Yay. Open strongbox again. Mana Siphoner, though. Oh, I did half this map without clarity on. Something was weird against the bosses. There's no clarity. The mana gain on kill really helps. If I came in here and got Herald buff effect, that is 1.2% more spell damage. If it does decimals, it could just be 1% more spell damage. I don't know if that's worth either. I think I have to just take more life. Oh, I need to put my watchstones back in too. Interesting. I'm not even spec'd into Exarch. Okay. I'm dropping incursions, adding eater, so then I can add monster resistances. Now connect this point here, then I can drop all of these. 28 points. I'm adding in these extra effects, then connect all of this outside edge there. 1 point here, grab all of those. I have 9 more points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Haunted pack leaders have increased chance to be rare. I don't need that. I just wanted the extra all flame. Embers. 1 point left. Throw it right there. 60% increased effect of explicit mods on maps. Another 3% for 5% quality and 2% per explicit mod. I could just run magic maps. 2 unique bosses, Frenzy Charge. Like, that can't get out of hand. Since I'm not adding anything else. Add Eater of Worlds. That's going to have crazy pack size. Keep leveling. Ooh, XP. I can't farm unmakings with altars, but that's just what presents itself to the fire-based character. Herald of Ash leveled up. Untainted Beasts. Ooh, I could do that. Load up a map full of those. I think I have a few. Probably save them for 100 push. Probably be a smart play. But yeah, like max ramp, like right here. That's only 10 out of 15. So I could ramp the damage higher. The question is how. It's either attack speed, cooldown recovery, or I find a way to duration. Awaken Control Destruction level up. That is more damage. Level 87. More life. That has me over the threshold, or the 10%. Well, if it's going to give me 7% chance on makings on ribbons, I mean, sure. 90% attack and spell block? That is so ridiculous. 77% attack speed, 73 cast speed. That's so ridiculous. Screaming Invitation. Level 88. An uncorrupted 6-link drop. Whoa. Then with this level, I'll take the Countess on full life. And when I do this, my spell suppression should jump 10. At 90% max life or above, 446 is not more than 10% of my life. Okay, closed it, reopened it. Now it's at 81. Okay, so then with Flask up, 91. There's some big percentages on this map. Hopefully I get lots of corpses. Vermilion Ring. That's cool. Vermilion Ring Craft. A Chilling Wind. Only left there with 6 corpses. Corrupted 6-link, that's not unbelievably terrible. I still should just vendor that. So far, this build has been mapping pretty well. But the boss damage, and this is an increased life boss, but the boss damage has just been kind of yikes. Someone did mention that reducing AoE is good for bossing with Firestorm of Pelting, because I guess you can get them to overlap a little better. And being a Saboteur, all of the small ascendancy nodes are giving me increased AoE. Let's see, that was 61% increased life boss. I can kill it, and there's definitely still room for damage to improve, but it's not seeming like the greatest boss killer off the rip. What do I need to anoint? Exceptional performance of black oil or potency of will opalescent. I might switch this. 25% skill effect duration. That's going to be another 0.5 seconds. Get me to like 12 out. Might be worth. Level 89. My damage might just not be that great overall, and this could be being really carried by the Infernal Cry. Fire Ignite resistant enemies is still just going to be an issue. This level, take more life. I would say the build has been clearing pretty well. Like, some rare enemies can be on the tougher side, but a lot of those, when clearing, can just get obliterated by the Infernal Cry on the Call to Arms. It just like blows stuff up. Plus I have the extra Scorch nonsense. Yeah, I did like half of that rare enemy's HP with corpse explosions from the Infernal Cry. Like just the Firestorm, it takes a few hits to like, actually kill a lot of stuff. I know there's still room to upgrade this, but I'm not too terribly thrilled with where the damage is at, given what I have. That being said, I am farming T16 maps pretty smoothly, so maybe I shouldn't be despairing about that, but I mean, I just kind of imagined it would be doing a little bit better than it is. So it does have the thing that I wanted. The Glacial Cascade build, I put totems down and they would do their own thing. With this build, I can at least say I want damage here and put damage there. That's the biggest thing I was lacking. So I feel more in control of this build and feel like I can do more with it than I could the Glacial Cascade. But the idea of just jumping into a boss with this at the moment, that's kind of yikes. I'm going to start adding all flame embers back in, fishing for more quality gems. The Fortunate. Monsters grant increased XP. Okay, that's where the Untainted Beasts go. And if I'm gonna do that, that's where I need my extra shrines, extra strong boxes. Oh, I can't put those in later. Okay, fair. I might be able to add domination though. I just can't add the scarabs. Fair, I guess. 4 exalted orbs out of a strong box. That's awesome. Hey, there's a magic pack of these beasts. Exalted orb. Inspiration has reached level 20. Now I can flip it and get more reduced mana cost of skills. And that might be my ticket out of this mana flask. Awakened fire pin. Level up. Yo, 2 increased fires from the same monster. That's big. Made it to level 90. Threw in some divine scarabs and what are they? Domination scarabs. Domination Scarab of Teachings, grabbed all the shrines, then cleared the map. Oh yeah, almost halfway through the next level. Okay, I might do that a couple more times. That's insane. If I'm going to be able to blast out a few levels, I'm going to start working this path to here so that I can reroute and go get exceptional performance. Here we go. Here's a map. More magic monsters, more rare monsters. 3 domination scarabs, 1 domination of teachings, domination here with eater. Ooh, a monster XP thing here too. Oh boy. Add in untainted spitters. Now, Glacier map is probably not best for this because as you can see at the top, there are no shrines. They're all in the bottom. You just gotta run. And then you get to the bottom. This is when grab shrines and then try not to die. And then start popping off as you run through here. Grab all of the shrines and you get double shrines for all of them if you have the right Atlas passive tree. Then you'll be super safe and then clear the map really, really fast. And I'm already almost to the level. Gotta make sure I hit those spitters. It's 3 more. Get that one. Got my level. This one. That one. An highlight ring. Cool. Last shrine, then I need to go clear the top before the shrines all wear off. And hit the strong boxes, because they have stuff in them too. And yep. Kind of insane XP, I would say. It's almost 92. Maybe. I might be able to get it if I can find a couple more. Oh, there it is. Level 92. Oh, I can open it again. That's insane. All Flame Ember of the Hunter. I need one of those for a Warlord. I want to craft a crazy amulet for this build, which is going to require even more fire. The idea is +1 fire gems, +1 skill gems, and then Warlord fire pin. Throw a fire damage suffix on there. So it would have to stack a lot of increased gem modifiers, which are I think the rarest of them, and the generate sample item won't respect that it's a warlord thing, so it won't ever hit the fire pin, even though it has a 1 in 12 chance there. But that's a 1 in 12 chance, like considering these mods. I think these are so likely to hit because like once it gets the +1 fire, then there's only 2 more prefixes, and then the other 2 prefixes are more common. But I need a Warlord base in order to do that. And if it were to fail, the way that it would most likely fail is, I mean, getting a life there is cool. Yeah, let me add explicits. It likes to hit this fire damage to attacks, but that's way more unlikely. It's got a 929 weighting compared to the 6500. Way more unlikely in the fire pin, and it hits that a lot because it doesn't ever get the fire pin. But if it fails, it's almost always +1 all gems with another +1, so it could hit the lightning there. But this is another one on my mind, but I need to be able to Warlord influence the item. I think this shield is probably a bigger go-to, but I do plan to squeeze as much damage out of this build as possible. This time I'm going to add strong boxes in. I don't need quite as many shrines, I don't think, and then take shrines from the craft. And then didn't get the greatest stuff here. Lots of fusing's gonna come from this map though. And again, I gotta run through the first part of the map, come back up here to hit all the strong boxes later. With a speed shrine and a crit shrine and echoing. Yep. There's the rest. Resistance. Ooh, that's a grave root. No, I should get it later. Just focus, clear the map. Okay, strong boxes. I don't need to go crazy on them. Like, just take the easy stuff and go. Get the most XP. I can come back and clean it up later. Oh, buffs expire faster, applies to shrines. No! Okay, this was a bad map to do this on. Okay, I have lots of these scarabs. Untainted Apes. Eldritch Exalted Orb. So a Tim Chains map then should make my shrine stay longer, actually. Hit this one with a Regal. No exposure. Okay. And I'm not trying to roll crazy stuff on my maps because I have like 60+% increased effective mods on maps, so it winds up being like a 6 mod map even though there's 3 mods on it. Try the ambush scarabs again. I don't have a lot of ambush scarabs left. What do we got here? Replace the bearded devils with the untainted apes. A couple increased pack size things. So the reason I bring the strong boxes in because those untainted apes can come out of the strong boxes too. It's a lot more monsters in the map. Give me a shrine. I think I got it. Next one. Good. All right, now I got speed. Strong box. Yeah, like I can do this stuff with this build. There we go. I want to turn off the brutal shrine. And the XP bar is going up again. I probably shouldn't have turned off the brutal shrine. That's XP loss. All right, back outside. Then we hit the strong boxes. And then that infernal cry will come in and just like blow up a screen every time it like comes off cooldown. And yes, the XP is insane. There's more. Keep going. It didn't take me all the way to 93, but the other one I did was a little insane given the extra XP. Untainteds. A Citadel map. I actually just learned as well that each of the map bases can only drop one of the T17 maps. So I guess if you're going to farm glacier maps like I'm in right now, you're always only going to get Citadel maps. It is on the wiki as well, but it lists which maps can drop from which maps. I was surprised to see this. I thought they would just drop from whatever. But sure enough, Glacier, Citadel map. Only one that'll drop there. So eventually I'm going to have to go through my favorites and make sure I have some of each of these in the maps that I'm going to be continually farming so that I can get all of those. Let me see if I can make a rare map. You know, that one's doable, actually. Going to be super speed monsters. What do we got? Oh, accompanied by a Harbinger. Oh, that's lovely. Huh. Okay, do it again. Now we've got Harbingers. Let me through, let me... Whoa, there's one. No. Yeah, they're fast. There we go. Resistance Shrine, Massive Shrine. I think I'm kind of set here. Ooh, give me this quant. And I shouldn't stop to kill all of the Harbingers. Kill what's there, but I gotta rush all the strong boxes that are all up top. Another Citadel map. And then back up top. Strong box. I wonder if the Harbingers can come out of the strong boxes. That would be insane, actually. Something's not dying. Okay, there might have been an invulnerable aura there or something. Ooh, gyms leveling up. Oh, those are level 20 gyms. Cool. So I get bonus XP from that as well. See, this one still needs opened. 2 Citadel maps out of this map. Alright, Spellslinger goes up. Firestorm goes up. Clarity goes up. Awaken Hex Touch. And this is where I potentially break the build, I think. I need the strength back, but I can do that. Now that this is connected, drop all of this stuff. Take all of these points, and then put points back into this life because it has strength. So I've gained strength, currently sitting on 8 points. This gives me spell suppression. Oh, I know where I can get some of the points back. I know. We drop all this so that I can get the duration, more duration, some all res, some of the life back. Spell suppression chance is 68% now because that was a good bit of spell suppression. I should be able to run elemental weakness now. that's good. Mana cost is up to 24 points, gets me Constitution and 20 Strength. I don't know if it's the correct play, but take these. I need more regrets. Take these 2 life points. I think one I put here and one I put here. Then strength, life. Alright, I also am no longer over that threshold because of the level on the clarity. So I dropped the mastery there and instead grab a jewel socket. Firestorm duration is now 3.19. Let me try this calculator thing again. 3.19 divided by 0.39, I think it was, times 2. That's 16. Alright, that should do it. That should ramp me more firestorms. And the firestorms I cast will last longer. We're just standing here then now. How does this end up looking? Well, this isn't max, so I don't have the frenzy charges yet. It definitely ramps more though. Then I need a jewel though. Fire. Life cast speed. No. Damage, spell damage. I think I might need to try and roll a jewel. And of course, I didn't farm a lot of wild. I farmed the other 2, so I can't roll too many life jewels. But I can try life, mind throwing speed, attack, cast speed. No. Life, spell damage. Okay, that could work. Life, impale, recoup, spell damage. Okay, that one's better, actually. Life, chaos, res. No. Life, crit multi for spells, cast speed while holding a shield. Okay. That one's cool. Let's see then. Yeah, life, spell damage, recoup. That gets me back over the threshold. Now for the painful bit though, I gotta flip this gem. Oh, it'll only lose me 4% reduced mana cost at first. Okay, it won't be too bad. Empower still has a ways to go, but that gained a lot of progress. And I could give up the maximum 15, but I should be able to reach that now. Probably like swapping that for another +2 gem levels, but Let's see how we got for the boss damage. Hopefully he doesn't kill me. I mean, I've stacked all the firestorms. I am doing the thing. Ow. Takes a while. It's reduced extra damage from crits, but I'm not doing any crit multis, so that has no effect there. So that is my T16 boss damage against a generic boss. Still need some work. We'll get this shield though next time for sure. Another Citadel map. Yes, call to arms level. I think that increases my cooldown recovery on Infernal Cry even better. Yes, that needs quality as well. That's more cooldown. Got the mana cost back down to 18. I could probably drop the mana flask now for the granite flask for safety, and then I could maybe switch up the annoyance. I'm still curious about, like, this looks bad. I could path through this life to get over here to Elemental Overload, and then it's easy access to Arcanist Dominion and Heart and Soul, even Firewalker. Or I could take those points and come back down here for this life. This big section of travel also doesn't look great. Wish there was something more there. I guess technically there could be. I mean, I could connect this right here, drop these 2 points, grab a strength. That's trading life for strength that I might drop in part of this. There definitely are options, but I'll run one more map, finish this video off, do a Toxic Sewer. I haven't done a Toxic Sewer. They're going to have crazy AoE and speed, lesser shrines. So I'm having a blast playing this build. For clearing this stuff. Like, it's pretty awesome. Really enjoying it. Just anything that is really tanky just does not want to die. Like the Rogue Exile right there. And I can definitely make changes to fix that, but I don't know that I'm gonna make this uber viable without some extreme work on the build. Might even require a double corruption on the Dialas to hit. And that is a gamble just to attempt. So I don't know. I am just using gear though that I slapped on. I got to maps, slapped on this gear. Now I'm level 93. We can reevaluate and try and hammer stuff down more. And I think next time for sure I will be able to craft the new shield. So that'll be some kind of upgrade. Damage wise. There's plenty of avenues for more damage. I'll just like keep stripping away survivability to do so though. unless I can do big graveyard crafts for everything, but that's also not super likely. It actually would be easier to make it more defensive at this point than give it way more damage. So I don't know about the like full potential of it, but it is fun. It is a lot of firestorms, and I get frenzy charges doing it, and Spellslinger triggerbots, all that nonsense. And please don't die. Come on, there we go. Just need the. When you get in situations like that, it's just like run around until the Infernal Cry goes off, and then it's good. Give the map boss here spell suppression. I feel like that's barely going to change much of anything. It's still going to be really tanky regardless. Drop a portal just in case it kills me. Extra quant. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, ow. Rain down on the boss. And it'll eventually die. I died. That is 10% chaos res and no armor. That'll happen. Pretty sure that was like half fizz, half chaos damage. Oh, and fizz is extra chaos and wither and yep. Probably deserved. I tried to stand there and tank it. Ah, come on! Finish him, please. Give me something cool. Meh. And finish out the map. Like, the back to the mapping part is like, this is pretty free, I feel like. Aside from the crazy fizzes, chaos, and the wither that's happening in this map, that's a little yikes. But it can only keep getting better. The Awakened Gems will level, the Empower will level. I could even go after the 21... what's it called? Firestorm of Pelting. Now that that's level 20. Those Shrine XP maps are pretty insane. For leveling gyms, not just leveling. Mana Siphoners suck. The little bit of life leech I got, though, from fire damage, that's so good. Big fan of that. And let's see here. Flasks up. 0.36 attack time, 0.34 cooldown. Now, somebody did mention that I should use Barrage, but I don't need to use Barrage unless my attack time is lower than my cooldown. So even at max attack speed, every time I attack, I cast the Firestorm, so I'm not worried about that. You would use Barrage if my attack speed was just way higher. I might throw an increased AoE on the Infernal Cry. I think that could be good. Get more destruction out of each cast of that. But it's fun to play. I'm enjoying it so far. And we will keep working on it next time, but that's going to do it for this one. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icon just below the video, or by joining to become a member, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.